Good evening, student. I think you are happy. You have studied about the chapter and you are enjoying this video. Every day I am giving you some different topics, but today we are discussing about the properties of acid. This is especially for the lower classes like class 10th and 9th, because if you want to study in higher level, so you have to learn more about. If students require the more information about the properties of the acid, so we will get the next video for high number of chemical properties of acids. So dear student, we have learned about the preparation of acid in the last video. Now moving towards the properties of acid. First of all, first property that will be called the physical property. That means we can identify by seeing it, that will be acids are sour in taste. If you will taste it, so you will feel sour in nature, खट्टापन होगा उसमें, उन्हें हम acid बोलते हैं. That's mean the fruits are things which are sour in taste, they contain the amount of acid, that's why you feel the sour odor. Dear students, second property of acid turns blue litmus red. A special type of chemical that in chemistry that is called litmus, and if you will touch any acidic substance with litmus, so that blue color litmus will turns into red color. So this is the second property of acid. So keep in your mind, first one is acids are sour in taste, second one acid turns blue litmus red. Third property of acid, acids are corrosive in nature. That means if you will touch, if acid touch on your skin will be rough and little bit destroy. This is called corrosiveness. Suppose you see a iron piece kept outside in winter weather, you feel it has a roughness, that is also called corrosion or corrosiveness. You see the place where you keep the inverter at your home, where the battery at your home is kept, some rough area you will feel, that is called corrosiveness. That means if you will throw acid any place, that place will be changed into different type of roughness, that is called corrosiveness. Number 4, property number 4 of acid, all the acids are soluble in water. That means when you dissolve in water, it will mix easily. I'm giving you some examples of acid like HCl. This acid is called hydrochloric acid. When you will dissolve in water, it is easily soluble, and its solution will be called dilute acid. That means suppose you have prepared HCl in the laboratory and you have not added any amount of water. So it is HCl, definitely no doubt it is, you will call it is acid, but it will not turn blue litmus red. When acid will turn blue litmus red paper, when you will dissolve in water and it will form hydronium ion. Acid will show the property of its acidic nature only when it dissolves in water. HCl is acid also. HCl, if you take HCl in the form of gas, HCl is gas also, and HCl is liquid also, and HCl is aqueous also. There is a difference in these three. See here students, when hydrogen gas and chlorine gas you will combine, you will get hydrogen chloride gas. This is hydrogen chloride gas. Its formula is similar to this, but it will not show the property of acidic till you will not add water in it. It will not turn blue litmus red. It will not change the color of phenolphthalein. What is compulsory to turn blue litmus red? It is compulsory to form hydronium ion. When you will dissolve in water, that means this is written aqueous. Aqueous means HCl and water. So it will turn blue litmus red. Blue litmus red. So very important question for you. The acid, that means HCl gas, will turn blue litmus red or not? It is correct or incorrect? So answer will be HCl gas will not turn blue litmus red because it is not show the acidic property. Similarly, HCl liquid, it is also do not have the water content, so it will not turn blue litmus red. Another example I am giving you, suppose you have confusion, concentrated H2SO4. If you are taking 100% pure H2SO4, it do not contain any water. So dear student, it will not turn blue litmus red. Clear student? So this is the next property, that acids are soluble in water and they show the acidic behavior in only aqueous solution, not in concentrated condition. Dear student, one more thing, one more indicator. Suppose you have taken the blue litmus, litmus is an indicator, and another is phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein. This is also an indicator. It is at original condition, it is colorless. If you add any base in it, like NaOH, कोई भी base मिलाएंगे, NaOH, KOH, base means hydroxide or oxide, NaOH, KOH. So you will get pink color. This pink color of basic phenolphthalein, this is phenolphthalein, colorless. You have add base, so it will be called basic phenolphthalein or alkaline phenolphthalein, pink in color. On addition of this pink color, if you add any acid, because water is already in this, so no need to add water in it. If you will add little amount of acid, the pink color will decolorize. That means acid change the pink color of basic phenolphthalein to colorless. If you will add acid, then you will get colorless again. So I think you have understood about the physical properties of acid, and now you will study about the chemical properties of acid. Okay student? Now moving towards the chemical properties of acid. As I have told, any substance or any acid behave or show acidic character, acidic nature only in the aqueous solution. That means when it dissolve in water, at that time you can say dilute acid. If you are telling dilute acid, that means water is already added. What is the meaning of dilute acid? Dilute means acid contain large amount of water. So water will be present, so definitely that will show the acidic behavior. Now what is the meaning of chemical properties? Chemical properties means one substance react to other substance, and what will be the product, new product will form. That will show by the reactions. So here we are going to study about the reaction of acid with different substance. So today we will learn only one. As you know, metals are reactive and non-reactive. Some metals are reactive like sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium. Sodium, potassium are highly reactive, while calcium, aluminum, iron are little less reactive. Silver, gold, these are not reactive metal. So metals are categorized on the basis of reactivity. There are three types: highly reactive, reactive and inert or not reactive. Platinum is at approximately inert, that's means not reactive metal. So dilute acid react with any reactive metal, active metal, form hydrogen gas. Suppose you have written metal here. This is the first chemical property, metal plus dilute acid. It gives salt and hydrogen gas. This is not a single reaction. Dear student, if you know this concept, you can write 100 of the reaction by using this. How it is? You can take any metal. Suppose you have taken magnesium. And you can take any acid. I am writing three acids here for your convenience. HCl, H2SO4, HNO3. These are the three acids. Most common acid, these are called mineral acids. So you have taken any one. So I am taking HCl. You have to write here aqueous. Aqueous means you have added the water, or you can write dilute. There should be one thing, dilute or aqueous. Aqueous is the chemical name, that is aqueous means water. This is hydrochloric acid and it will always form chloride salt. Hydrochloric acid will always form chloride salt. Sulfuric acid always form sulfate salt. Nitric acid always form nitrate salt. So dear student, which salt will be prepared? Chloride salt. It is clear. So you will get here chloride salt. And can you tell which chloride? It depends upon here what you have taken. That's mean here you are taking magnesium, so magnesium chloride will form here, and apart this hydrogen gas will form. So student, you are knowing this is HCl, so chloride salt will form. This is magnesium, so magnesium chloride will form. You are getting the name of the salt form. Now you have to write the formula by using the valencies. Magnesium's valence is 2 plus 2 and chlorine valence is -1. So if you will cross the valency according to the crisscross method, you will get the formula of magnesium chloride MgCl2. This is your reaction. Never balance reaction before writing the product. First you write the product according to the concept, then balance the reaction. अगर आप पहले ही बैलेंस करने लगेंगे तो डेफिनेटली आप प्रोडक्ट को गलत लिखेंगे, क्योंकि आप देखेंगे यहाँ पे एक ही HCl है, तो आप फौरन फार्मूला यहाँ पे MgCl लिख देंगे और MgCl लिख देंगे और उसके बाद यहाँ पर आप H लिख देंगे और आप सोचेंगे कि ये हाइड्रोजन हो गया, ये सॉल्ट हो गया और मेरी रिएक्शन सही। और जब घर आएंगे तो यू विल गेट 0 मार्क्स। सो फर्स्ट राइट द रिएक्शन, डोंट सी that whether it is balanced or unbalanced. Don't feel it will be wrong. When you complete according to the concept, now you have to balance the reaction. See how many Cl here? There are 2 Cl. It is written here 2. So here how many Cl? Only 1 Cl, because there is nothing here. So for balancing the equation, we cannot change the number written here. So we have to write here 2. It means 2H and 2Cl. Now Cl is balanced. Now we have to check H. There are 2H here and C here there are 2H. Here hydrogen gas will form, so you can make an arrow upside. This symbol indicate that it's mean it is a gas, or you can write here gas also. Another example I am giving to you. I am taking another element, that is metal aluminium, Al. and taking here sulfuric acid, H2SO4. Dilute I am taking here. Here I have written aqueous, here I am writing dilute. There is no difference. Water you are taking. As I have told, sulfuric acid form always sulfate salt. So definitely you will get here sulfate salt. But which sulfate you will get, it will decide according to this atom. So here is aluminium. So aluminium sulfate will form and hydrogen gas will form. So you will write here H2 above the side arrow. Now you have to write the formula of aluminium sulfate. So aluminium sulfate, valency of aluminium is 3 and valency of sulfate is 2. On changing the valencies, that means Al2SO4 whole thrice. This is the formula of aluminium sulfate. Valency of aluminium will be written here and valency of sulfate will be written here. Now what you have to do, you have to balance the equation. So see how many S, 3S. So write 3 here. How many Al here? 2Al. Write 2Al here. See how many O, 3 4 is 12. See 4 3 is 12. Now see number of hydrogen, 3 2 is 6 and here you are seeing 2. So 3 2 is 6. I think student you have got how to write the reaction between metal and dilute acid. Now you can write, you can take any metal and any acid. Suppose you can write magnesium with HCl, magnesium with sulfuric acid, magnesium with nitric acid, magnesium with carbonic acid, etc. In this way, one metal can be written into all the acid and form hydrogen gas and salt. That's enough for today. Thank you. Good night.